Throwing to start this game. Nakua here, he's got it. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. How about 29 yards on first down? And that'll set him up with a fresh set of downs. They've got first down here from the 36. Back to throw. This is caught. That's Bowers working downfield. This is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with first and goal.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
This drive has been excellent. A few shots now. It's starting with 6 as they come up on it. First and goal. Here's Genty. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
Listen, everybody in the huddle on the sidelines sure want a little bit more from that run, but you didn't go backwards. Still in a great spot. You can't wait to see what they do here on second and goal.
Second and goal coming up. 5 yards to the end zone.
Come on.
They'll go play action. And back-to-back passes that should have been intercepted. Two great chances to take it away. Both of them dropped, Brock, and now they stay out there for third down.
Well, that's not the uniform you want to see almost bringing it in. They are so fortunate to have another shot down here after the near pick.
70 Timberwolf, 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Go.
They're going to run it with Genty. And he's in for the touchdown. The Raiders take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. For the offense, you got to love it, Brock. Points to begin the game as he runs it in for an opening drive touchdown.
And you've got one very happy running back right over there on the sideline right now. These backs, they do feel the pressure to find the end zone every single week. It's not easy to do. But to do it this early and get out of the way, big time.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out first and 10. Mahomes starting off with a throw. That's brought in. It's his back, Rashawn Smith. And he's brought down, but there's some laundry on the field. Just a momentary loss of focus, a break in discipline, and not a good moment individually as he gets hit with that personal foul. From the 4-yard line now, this is first and 10.
Yellow.
Now for the first time, they turn to the rookie from Texas. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Jair Alexander with the stop.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second. They fake the handoff. Now Mahomes bails out of the pocket quick. That one finds Xavier Worthy. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. He gets down inside the 35-yard line. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
All right, here we go. Second down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Has him on the quick hitter. And they have this run into the red zone now at the 15. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10.
Yellow. Hey, 43.
From the red zone on 1st. Buys time, rolling right. Makes the catch, but does not do it in bounds. It looks like he came down on that sideline. 2nd down coming up.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket. Genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
2nd down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass.
Yellow. 15. Yellow.
Looking to throw Mahomes. Throw is caught. He's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line.
A whole bunch of credit goes to just about everybody on that offense, guys. Up front, didn't give the QB enough time to let that play develop. Excellent effort by that receiver to stay alive and for the quarterback to scan the field and find his completion.
3rd down and 4 now. This is the 7th play in this drive.
Yellow. Go on, Eddie.
Again, Mahomes to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. And he's in for the Kansas City touchdown. The Cheifs finish off their opening drive. It's a Sam Laporta touchdown. Quite the drive they put together to begin this game. What stood out to us, how quickly they were operating. They got a lot of plays in a small amount of time on the way to that touchdown.
What do you mean? We feel that tempo in the booth?
Yeah, certainly do.
Kept those guys guessing defensively and on their toes. Not quite sure what was coming next. And it will be that same strategy they employ. I'm going to guess so until that defense proves they can stop it.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35.
Got it. Ready?
Good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10.
Cougar 19.
First play is going to be a give to Genty. And he drives that puck backward on a gain of 4.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground, you could throw beyond the sticks, but really create some indecision now defensively.
This is Genty on 2nd. No luck there. Ran that one right into traffic and went nowhere as a result. It's going to be 3rd down.
Big man up front said, not in my house. Let me tell you, Kate, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this. It's over. Over.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Working now from the gun. Short pass brought in. And he's tackled for a short gain.
These are short throws. They are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
Looks like they're going to line up and go for this. 4th and 4.
Cowboy 80. Let's go.
They're going for this. It's complete. This is Bowers. Free up the middle. It's a breakaway. He does it. Touchdown. The Raiders break the tie here in the first. Brock Bowers, the touchdown. And that right there, Brock, is a touchdown I think our fellow broadcaster Greg Olson would be proud of. A big strike to the tight end that I don't think a lot of receivers could have pulled off and make it look as easy.
You know, a lot of times you're splitting hairs talking about the differences between tight ends and receivers at this level because a lot of those guys, they work the same route tree and they move with the football, well, just like their receiver teammates. And they could score some lengthy touchdowns too, just like he showed off.
And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And now it's 2nd down.
Kate, I think that's a little taster, a little entree of what's to come for this wide receiver. He's going to have to make some plays into some contested coverages, and he couldn't do it right there.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. He's going to dump this one off to the fullback, complete. And that will not be enough for a 1st down.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. He picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
Hey, 57, 57.
3rd and 2, Mahomes to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them the 1st down.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. It's an early lead for the Raiders. Back to Arrowhead in just a moment. About set for the 2nd quarter. Chiefs football here. They've got a 1st to begin the frame.
43, 43. Hey, 15, 15, 15.
Another throw for Mahomes. And that one's behind him. That's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. So that brings up 2nd down.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Quick throw completed by Mahomes. He takes this down to the opposing 47. Christian Harris on the stop.
Makes it 3rd and 8.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here.
Hey, 43, yellow. There's a water, right? Hero 15.
Third and long for him here. And down he goes. Raiders got him. And they come up big on 3rd down there with the sack. Here's someone from a family of punters, Ryan Stonehouse, on the punt on 4th. And this will be his 1st effort of the contest. Only needed once last week in the win, and he matches that total here. And this is the punt you want every time. He bounces out of bounds and sticks them inside their own 10.
On the jump.
First call here coming from the shotgun.
Come on, come on.
Genty from the gun. Nearly starts the drive with a first down run. He stopped a yard short, gain of 9.
Well, I think I hear the warning sirens. You hear them, Kate? I think they just got quieted. Because that run right there gave them enough room from the goal line where you should feel comfortable calling anything in your playbook.
They stopped him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. Third down coming up.
An offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there. Reset it back to first down. But instead, the defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on third and short.
From the gun on third down. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to third and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was third and manageable and an incomplete.
And now the Raiders call for the first of their timeouts. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Now, not a traditional spot we see teams going for it, but they only need a few inches.
Cowboy 80, 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles, go!
This is Genty. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's what I call a healthy return on investment. You run the toss play, looking for positive yards, looking to move the sticks. I'm looking for that to be called again.
A 5-yard gain on the play. And the Las Vegas first down.
To the line and set. Here we go, first down. They give left side to Genty. Room for him past the 30. Across midfield. And he's finally stopped across midfield at the 47. They pick up a 34 yards on that play. And that's a Vegas first down.
Best run games in this league at balance. Can run it inside, and as they just showed right there, doing damage on the outside.
First down, Raiders.
So the big play gets him just beyond midfield. It's first down.
Check, Panther!
Back to Genty. And the big gain followed by a little bit of a loss here. Defense getting the better of him on that run. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock, here who got to have short memories. You tell me this too. Defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock him backwards.
Brought in by his back here. It's Genty. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
Nice drive here. It's up to 8 plays as they get set for 3rd and 6.
Red! 18 Cardinal, 19 tight, 19 tight.
Throw here, 3rd down. Got a man, that's Nakua. And he's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. They get 23 on that one. And the Raiders are going to have a first down.
Gotta be right, here we go, here we go.
Shotgun give here to Genty. And he'll have a short pickup down to the 17. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Jency. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Ready?
Another chance at it on 2nd and goal, still from the 5. Again, here's Jency. And he hauls it across for the Las Vegas touchdown. The Raiders grow their lead just before halftime. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with 1 end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Back to throw, Mahomes. Escapes the pocket. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, man, you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. That's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throwaway.
On 2nd and 10 now, Mahomes. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So they're left facing 3rd and long. Still 10 yards to get this 1st down as they come to the line.
57 colors.
3rd down, it's Mahomes. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Kate, as a quarterback, that is so rough. Incomplete. You're going to go to the sidelines, you're going to look at that tablet, and you're going to try to figure out how in the heck do we turn this around.
And that's going to pin them as deep as it can go. They're going to be set up inside their own 5-yard line. The Las Vegas offense is set. 1st and 10. And off to Jency. Small gain there, maybe 3 if he's lucky to begin this drive.
That run right there, that kind of feels like a missed opportunity defensively. Got him backed up, and he played it well enough to contain the run, but he didn't play it well enough to damage the run.
4 yards on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 6.
Ready?
Another give here to Jency. And that 2nd down run is only going to manage a yard. Ooh, after that play, we can tell he's hurting. He's someone they need to help their playoff hopes. Training staff working on him now. Wouldn't be a comfortable spot to punt it. Can they avoid that by converting here on 3rd?
7 Pirates. Here we go. Trap 50. Gotta be lying. 18. Pioneer. Ready?
He's going to throw this one. Nakua here. He's got it. This is brought to a stop up at, say, the 34-yard line there. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum. Keep that defense on its heels.
First down, Las Vegas.
So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34. Here's Genty running right. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
Las Vegas, first down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Looking to throw here. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Okay, this defense finally setting up, ripped up that script. They have seen him be way too productive. Time to start fighting him for every single throw.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10.
19 line. Let's go. Let's go.
Now looking to throw. Got a lock behind this one. Downfield it goes. He's got it inside the 10. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders boat racing them to the halftime locker room. Carlson to tack on the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Raiders stretch their lead to 21.
28, Cheifs 7.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line.
Yellow. All right, go. Look at 57. Color.
Mahomes on 1st and 10. He's got a man left. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. It's a gain of 11 there. That picks up the first.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
1st and 10 now from the 46.
Yellow.
Trying to throw this from the gun. He rolls to his right. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
The 2nd down throw for Mahomes. That one is incomplete. The clock now down to 16 seconds remaining.
You know, the goal on a lot of these short throws is to simply let the receiver create some yards after the catch, that yak. Well, I think he was thinking about the yak before he actually secured the catch.
Yellow. 15.
Back to the air, Mahomes. This is a heater going deep. Brought in inside the 20. This is going to take him into the red zone. He's down at the 16-yard line. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now.
Hey, Dribble. Yellow. Let's go on. Hey, 15.
1st down throw, Mahomes. And he sails that one over the end zone. Took his shot at 6 that time. And now they face 2nd down.
Just something off in the rhythm of the passing game on that one, Kate. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back on track.
I don't need to. Easy. Let's go, Louie. Oh, yeah, you got it. Points for the point.
Throwing again, Mahomes. They don't connect there, and now just 3 seconds showing on the clock.
And And this is why scouts talk about a player's cruising speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Butker knocks it through. And it gets a fraction closer as the lead's down to 18.
Chiefs 10.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10.
Attack, attack!
Before the play clock can expire, we've got a timeout called by Andy Reid, as that'll leave him with just 2 to use the rest of the way. All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. The first carry now, Brashawn Smith. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. Their dominance against this ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. A quick slant, here's Laporta. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Attack, attack!
Here's the give on 3rd and short. And the run will not work. He is stopped at the line. This is going to be 4th and short. Offense in the hurry up here.
No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
They're going for it with Mahomes. And that's going to wind up incomplete as their gamble doesn't pay off. They're going to turn this one over on downs.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge next time the ball comes his way.
Giving this to Genty. Again, he's got room. He makes it in for the touchdown. The Raiders push their lead further to start the half.
Okay, that's just simply the difference-making edge that these elite running backs bring to you. A lot of backs can get you 10 yards, 20 yards, but the elite backs, they can take it to the house.
That one splits the uprights, and the Raiders grow their lead yet again. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Here's the one back on the handoff. Powering his way forward a bit. Give him about 6 there to begin this drive.
The whole thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I'd like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4.
Yellow.
Back-to-back carries here. And he's going to manage 3 for them on the play. Stop just a little bit shy of the marker.
The tackle made at the 44-yard line. That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 1.
3rd down, 1 yard to go.
Fire down these two. Fire down these two. Hey, 43, 43, 15.
They give it to him again. And this defense is going to win this round. They hold strong there in the middle, get him down right at the line. 4th down coming up.
It's 4th down.
Back to the well again. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
A lot of times we will see defenses get so overcommitted to defending that inside run, vulnerable to the outside toss. And that's when things open up, and you can reset those downs.
1st down, and they go right back to it. Good defensive effort here, drives them back across midfield on their own side.
The difficult part is not tracking him out there. Almost every corner in the league's got the speed to do that. What separates him from others is the physical. Can he avoid getting tied up in the block? And then can he deliver that blow for a loss?
And this one does not go far.
That's the defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Hey, 43, 43, 15.
3rd and long for Mahomes. He's got Smith again. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. Well, 3rd and 15, you don't see many of those picked up, partner, but they found a way.
Every time I see one of those angle routes, I think back to my day 1 install. Rookie minicamp in the NFL. Texas, angle route. 49ers of the 80s, they were making hay with it then. And the running back's still doing it to this day.
1st down play, that's a 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Collect.
Here's Mahomes. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Raiders take over on his 5th interception of the season. Raiders just about ready for this one. It's 1st and 10.
18, Rattler, 18. Now.
Shotgun snap. They'll throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's a Vegas 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Looking now from the gun. Little off center. His man just couldn't adjust to it. Puka Nacua the target on that throw. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
No luck on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Trap 60, trap 60, go.
They're throwing it. This is going to be incomplete again. The defender knocks this one away. That brings up 3rd down.
A small little jab there, finally landed by the defense. Able to break up one of these passes, but let's be real. We know who's been landing the heavy punches all game long. Looks like they're going to keep being aggressive too, Kate. I love that. Stay on the gas.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
Get it.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Dialing up a receiver screen. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. Now the Raiders readying for the punt. And they'll turn to former All-Pro A.J. Cole for the kick. They needed 3 punts out of him in last week's loss as he sends this away. Oh, baby, there's way too much behind that kick, and he knew it. That's all the way over the end zone for a touchback. Kansas City looks settled in and ready. Here we go. 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Jeremy Chin there on the stop. 1st down run gets him 6. So now it is 2nd and 4.
At the 26-yard line.
Yellow.
Another carry for him. Now that's not what the offense does. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be 3rd down. No, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Thankfully, only 1 quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. It's the Chiefs who have possession, and they've got to get to work. They're in a massive hole. Third and 6 for them to figure out now.
Fight on these two.
To the air on 3rd and long. Great job rallying to the football. They get him down right at the marker. 4th down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much at training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, you need to make a play in the open field. Keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. And they'll turn it over on downs as that pass comes up empty, and off the field they go.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Into a crowd, and intercepted. Picked off by Dax Hill.
The nickel has really become the base defense for so many teams in the league because the passing game has become so prevalent today. It really makes it so much more difficult to find an open throwing lane. It gives defenses a lot more speed on the back end to step in front of passes just like that.
First and 10 from the 32.
Yellow.
Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Absolutely fires this one, right? Now this is intercepted. That is back-to-back passes. And the Raiders will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
First down from the 42. Genty on the give. He's headed right. And he'll take this ahead for 7. We've got 2nd and 3 now.
That run may not have gotten you a first. Sure, nice little run to set the table.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2. Now first run of the game is Amir White. He will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with 1st and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
After such a magnificent run, quick story time. My first NFL start. Ricky Watters does the same thing. Gets the ball inside and near that goal line. And I get in the huddle. Ricky says, give Ricky the ball. Time to give Ricky the ball. You pay off the running back after setting.
And he gets in. Touchdown! The Raiders continue piling it on here in the 4th. Ooh, baby, Brock, this one has gotten well out of hand.
You think so? I think this is utter domination. Going to be a lot of questions to be answered. I'm going to guess this is a press conference the coach isn't looking forward to.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball.
Big gain downfield. And this is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with 1st and goal.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal.
Yellow. On the blue, lady. My side.
They'll try and punch it in. And he's in. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Cheifs making the scoreboard look a touch better. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out. And that time, well, Brock, the grab game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Butker on now to kick this one away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. Good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Drive starts with a carry by White. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st down.
Cowboy 80.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Again, this is White. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Top managers, they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you can win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
Running on 2nd with White. And it's a nice gain off a really good effort there just to stay upright. 6-yard gain on the play. That's a Vegas 1st down.
This dude was just not going to be stopped. Not by the first defender. Heck, not even by the second one who was able to bring him down. No, it took a few shots before this crew could finally get this piece down.
1st and 10 from the 43.
60-inch tag.
Here's White again. And he's down to almost... Oh, no, actually going to give him the 30 here. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
Danger, King. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
19, 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
They work against the blitz. Completed over the middle. And the scoring will never end. It's another touchdown. The Raiders keep running away with this. Well, as they drive forward to what right now looks like it should be a win, Brock. He sure has taken advantage of a nice little chance to boost his stat line. His 2nd touchdown of the game.
Yeah, you just kind of feel these two building some trust, right? Just more and more equity. Certainly paying dividends in this one, but more than likely for more games to come.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10.
My side.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he gets absolutely popped. And that one. It's a solid 70-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
15. Fight on these two. Fight on these two. 180. My side.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here. It's going to bring up 3rd down.
A loss of 2 yards. It's 3rd down and 5.
Operating from the gun. Here's Mahomes. He's trying to push the field. So the coverage holds up on the deep ball. That's going to force 4th down.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, well, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They dialed up their best effort, Brock, but they come up empty. That's going to be a turnover on downs.
Hey, I get it. It's already over. But go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
He's got it downfield near the edge. With 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
That's a pro's pro right there. That is one heck of an experienced catch. He made sure to secure the ball, but he also knew exactly where the sideline was to get both feet down.
Offense is set. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Shot. 19. Charger. 19.
Looking in the air here. On the move. Headed right. And like an empty wrapper, he just throws that one away.
Kate, I got to believe he harkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
After the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Get it. 19 tight. 18 Cardinals. Ready.
Pass play coming here. Pass is caught at the 9. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. Give him about 16 yards on that game, Brock, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
1st down. 1st down, Las Vegas.
Ready.
From the red zone on 1st. Chased out to his right. Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And that makes it 2nd and goal. Great play defensively there to just get a hand in there and deny that touchdown.
That's exactly right. Active hands and aggressive mindset. As a DB, you've got to assume that every throw is going to be a touchdown. And you're the...
And stop me if you've heard this before, Brock. They've scored again, and they grow that lead further. The Raiders throwing 6 more on the blowout. Brock Bowers the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Carlson's extra point is good. And the Raiders continue piling on to this lead.
Chiefs 17.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. To the air, Mahomes. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. Oh, no, they get him yet again. And the Raiders get it back on his 6th interception of the season. First and 10 from the 32.
Seven Pirates, 19 Lions. Let go.
Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Knocked away, and that's going to be incomplete. Defender there, that brings up second down.
You know, it's one thing to tell a quarterback not to telegraph a pass. It's quite another to fundamentally do the right things. You got to use your eyes to move defenders in this league, especially on your primary target.
We're going to pass it here. Short pass brought in. Now touching down a couple of yards away from that marker.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Throwing now on 3rd and 2. He's got White, complete. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
Throwing it again here. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete.
They would sure love to connect on some of these intermediate throws, those true throws. Getting a completion like that, not only does it spark your offense, but it just sets you up for even more aggressive play calling.
He's going to throw it again. That's complete. McCool on the left side. And he's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. Well, you keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Drops back. Needs an open man. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down.
There was almost no resistance offered against the rush that came off the line ready to maul anything in sight. It was all the QB could do to get rid of that before he gets absolutely clobbered.
Sticking to the air here. The screen pass falls incomplete. Well, he already has himself one interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse and sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when one pick becomes two becomes three, and on and on. Here, I've talked to you over the years, the transition to the NFL where the windows to throw are small. On 3rd down, smaller. Put dime defense on the field, and those windows become almost non-existent.
The lead looks safe, but the Penals staying down. They're going for this.
Go! 60 Maverick! 60 Maverick! Let go!
4th down, pass coming. No good. The pass goes incomplete to that lengthy drive end with nothing but turnover on downs.
You go for it on 4th down. It's got to be something from the short list of plays you expect to work every time. If that one's on the short list, I think it's got to be reevaluated. Something wasn't working on it, and it cost them a possession.
1st down throw, Mahomes. Out left, Worthy makes the grab. And he will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. Timeout taken by Kansas City. It's 2nd. We've set it down from 37.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And they pick him off again. Picked up by Jair Alexander. And the Raiders have it now as he makes the 20th interception of his career. set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38.
Dragon 60.
First and 10, they're going to throw. Ooh, almost a throw that cost him. Defender had it in his hands. He dropped it. It's incomplete. Second down coming up.
I can say this definitively. That is not the way you thank your defense for giving you the football. Don't follow that other quarterback steps and toss it right back to him. You got away with one.
All right, still 10 to go here after they almost had an interception on first down. The Chiefs will use their third and final timeout. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. Following the near interception, this is 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Here we go.
Setting up to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. And now the Raiders call for the first of their timeouts. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
From the gun on third down. Lays out, what a catch! A timeout taken by Vegas. That's it, second. And they'll have just one left to burn now. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
Come on. Hey! Rack up 70 Rangers. Go!
Working inside the red zone. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. Now the Raiders using the last of their timeouts. 12 to go now on 2nd down after the sack.
Ready! Traffic, Cowboy!
Back to throw. And this one's not going to connect. Knocked away, and that failure to connect, Brock, means it's 3rd down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. Quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
And this drive is going to continue. He's taken down at the 2 on 3rd down. They've got themselves a 1st and goal. So it's a road win for the Raiders in this one. And they take the first skirmish with their division